Boise's North End. We will be taking a look at really one of the most desired parts of Boise. I will walk you through the homes, the schools, and stay until the end where you will get some of the key factors that really are a make or break on if the North End will work for you. So the North End, this is one of the most desirable locations in Boise, but it really is only that way for a select few people. I kind of look at the North End as upscale, high class, and if you're looking at moving to Boise, I would definitely determine if you are that type of person that fits into the North End, which of course we are going to help you figure out. If I had to stereotype it, I would say lawyers, government workers, doctors, kind of high class people with that old school traditional money are the stereotypical person.
Wow, this place is really fancy.
In parts of the North End. There is a section that isn't going to be that way, and I'll talk about that area as we go through the North End. So it is connected to downtown and it bleeds into the foothills, which makes for amazing views and some awesome neighborhoods. The homes in the foothills are going to be your more expensive $1 million plus homes with pools and multi-level properties where your backyard will hang off the foothills and give you a great view of downtown or some of the creeks and hiking trails that we'll talk about here in a sec. You have steep drives into a lot of the subdivisions, which in the winter can be a little scary if you're not used to the icy roads. The landscaping here is beautiful, and through some of these videos you'll see kind of what I mean when I say it has that high class style. You have great access to all of the hiking and biking trails in the foothills. Places like Camel's Back Park and Table Rock and all of the miles of hiking trails all around the foothills here. Now, the homes and style of living are going to be a little bit different than the sections directly connected to downtown and kind of what I call the flat section of the North End. If you live in the foothills of the North End, you will most likely still be driving to work or driving your kids to school. You live in a more traditional neighborhood with the much larger homes and the bigger lot sizes with yards. Whereas the flat section of the North End is more for those of you who want walkability, the option to never have to drive your car. You can walk to lunch, work, and all of your hiking trails. Lots of people here walk and bike pretty much everywhere they go.
Why are you walking everywhere? Just get a horse.
When I have people reach out who want that walkability in Boise, this is one of the first places I have them look at. And if you are thinking of moving to Boise and you are trying to determine what is going to be the best fit for you, my name is Brady Fagel. I am a real estate agent and a Boise local. So shoot me a text or a call anytime. I love to truly get to know you and help you be informed so you don't move here and regret it, and you feel well prepared in making the right decision, even if Boise ends up not being the right place for you to relocate. I want to help you figure that out, but let's continue to look at the North End so you can see if it will fit your style of living or not. The section connected to downtown is home to Hyde Park as well, which was named one of the friendliest neighborhoods in the entire country. This is true no matter where you live in the valley, but Hyde Park and the North End do offer a unique style of living you really can't get anywhere else in the valley. The walkability and the style of living creates a unique community, and you combine that with Boise's friendly people, it does make it a great place to live. Hyde Park is a section of the North End that has its own little downtown. There are coffee shops, restaurants, and some boutiques that make it a great little area for everyone in the North End to hang out and kind of build that smaller section of the Boise community. I hear all the time from people who visit Hyde Park in the North End how friendly and welcoming they feel there.
Why are you being so nice to me?
The downside is the prices of homes. You pay for what you get here, and some of it is one of the most expensive parts of Boise. Most of the homes here will be built in 1910 to 1920, and you'll be paying around $850,000 for a 3-bed, 4-bath. They have been updated, but this is a historic district, and you won't find many brand new builds or new homes here. And for reference, you can get a $850,000 home in Kuna, kind of like this, with similar bedrooms, more square footage, with a yard and 3-car garage. It's a completely different feel and price than in the North End. Now, Hyde Park and downtown Boise will give you a ton of walking access to restaurants and shops. You not only have access to the hiking trails in the foothills, but you are still very close to the Boise River, the Greenbelt. There is Quinn's Pond and Simplot's Esser Park. That gets super popular in the summers. And then, of course, you have everything that the Greenbelt offers as well. When it comes to grocery shopping, you have a Boise Co-op and an Albertsons right in the North End, giving you pretty quick access and the ability to walk or bike for that grocery shopping as well. The larger stores like Trader Joe's, Winco, Whole Foods are all downtown Boise. It is possible to bike to them, and some people do, but the North End is probably just a little bit out of reach for that to be a weekly thing. So when it comes to grocery shoppings, you may want to hop in that car every couple of weeks for your major grocery shopping. We'll go over the schools quickly, and then I'll talk about the major thing in the North End that really can deter people from moving here. Starting with Boise High School, this is ranked number 3 in the state, and the Boise School District as a whole is known for its education. Both the elementary schools and middle schools are top ranked in the state as well. You have Collister Elementary, that's number 10. North Junior High is ranked number 11th in the state. So if you have kids here, the schools in the North End are definitely a big plus. Now, the North End has that high class city feel. You have the amazing canopy of trees and the walkability, but as Boise has grown, it has changed, and this change is a key factor in why I think a lot of people end up not choosing the North End. A lot of people notice the change in politics. If you drive down Harrison Boulevard, which is a popular street in the North End, or really any of the streets in the North End, you might notice pride flags on houses or in some of the businesses here. Depending on when you visit, it might be during a rally or any number of events. I say this because there are people who visit and are surprised at what they see because they don't fit into the political beliefs, or they feel like Boise might be just like where they came from, like California or Oregon or wherever they're coming from. And if you want to learn more details on this, click this video here where I go into more details on why me and a lot of other people are choosing to leave Boise, specifically places like the North End, and choosing other places to live.